Hey y'all, ready to get back to it? Alright, first things first, you know what we gotta do. Since the last stream, I have, of course, rewatched the last stream. I was kind of trying to skate by without having to make another map, but I got pretty lost trying to make a mental map. I think I had the overall picture. When I was watching the last stream back, it's like, I have the general layout of the place, but it'd be like, well, we went down this tunnel, we didn't go down that tunnel, we poked our heads into this other tunnel, we saw that there were spikes, and I went, no thanks, so we turned around, and at least in 2 different places we saw missile expansions without actually picking up the missile expansions. So I went and made another map. Here it is. Metroid 2 Area 7. Let's see, I'm covering up the corner of it, but there's not much in that corner anyway. So, let's see. We came in from earlier areas, 4, 5, and 6 up here. Kind of follow this mostly linear winding path. This lava down here, I think, is covering up Area 8, I hope. You come up, build a Metroid here, and then into the main cavern. So the main structure of the thing is there's like this giant tower in the middle of the cavern, which is so big that the bottom half of it is on the top half of the page, and the upper half of it is on the bottom half of the page. And then it's got like tunnels going left and right, back and forth all over it. So, like, here's a missile expansion that we missed. And then also up at the peak in that little dark area that you like roll through with the morph ball, where we found the E-tank, there's also a missile expansion up there that we didn't get. And several side tunnels that we didn't go down, which I'm pretty sure contain Metroids. So hopefully, with the map in hand, we can knock out some of this area and then move on to the next area. That is the hope. Let's go. We've got 8 Metroids left in the entire game. I was kind of thinking of titling the stream like, let's get off planet or something like that, but I didn't want to commit to it, you know? It's tempting to say, like, no sleep until we hit credits, but I can't promise that. I don't know what the final bosses are like in this game. Alright, so I think the first one to check is this one right here. Alright, these tunnels, so... Is this a good idea or not? I don't know. Kinda. Kinda worked. Oop. Gotta wait till you stop bouncing. There we go. Alright, so in the grand scheme of things, I think that we're maxed out on how much health we can hold, so losing a tiny fraction, 17% of one tank is acceptable losses, as far as I'm... Yep, here. One. Of course it's a Zeta. Knock me right off the screen, alright. Does he have to molt again? Hello? Buddy? Let's see, now we're doing this game again. It is so hard to get to the side of him. How do I do this? That's like one hit. That's two hits. Oh, there, wait. There. Missile, missile, missile. Go! Still can't hit him from below, unfortunately. Kind of noodling around, trying to figure out if there's like a better strategy for hitting these guys. That was not the worst, but still feel like I haven't got a good handle on it, you know? Let's at least check the corners in here. Oh. Okay. Nothing, just a Metroid. Alright, well, that's fine. That's what we're here for. Again, not the worst ever, but not like super great or anything. Alright, let's see where we're at. So, that was down here. So just like I thought, there's a Metroid there. Let's go up past the save point and then up and right. Actually, we might as well save if we're that close to it. So we'll go to the save point and then go up and right to this area that we started to go up into that's like hollow in the middle. Had doors, missile doors. Let's try that. Still got to get better at the space jump. The space jump is still not easy. It looks like it should just be a double jump. Like, it doesn't look like it should be very hard to do, but quite hard. Here, we'll try just one. Nope. That. Sure. So this tunnel that looks like something is apparently nothing. As soon as you hit down, you like lose all your momentum in the air. Oh, it was like right under the hole. There we go. All right. So, Lord knows how high up this cavern goes. Oh, and there's something. Alright. Okay, so this is the ice beam, but we already have the plasma beam. So, like, do we want the ice beam? Because didn't the manual say that the plasma beam is like the best beam that ever beamed? It looks like there's no secret in here either. Hold on. So, Ice Beam. Okay, sure. Plasma Beam, it says it's the strongest and most destructive. I think we're going to stick with the Plasma Beam unless we, like, need the Ice Beam. The first game, the Ice Beam is very helpful in the ending sequence, but... Oh, I can shoot that thing. I didn't know I could just shoot it. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's the Wave Beam. But I think it's the same decision. I think I'm good with the Plasma Beam. Okay. Is that what this whole place is gonna be? Gonna be like every beam weapon? It's gonna be every beam weapon. This is like... That's the Spazer. Let's be thorough anyway, but it seems like this is just like, you can pick whatever weapon you want. Which could be another indication that we're close to the end game, if they're like giving us options like that. Okay, so this one is going to be the phaser. Or plasma beam. Plasma beam. Yep, no secret here either. Okay. I guess we didn't even really need to come in here, but... Now I know. Oh, did we check the whole right side, though? Look like there's anything over here. Nope, that's where we came in. Okay. I'm so sorry, watching me do space jumps has got to be painful. Oh, it can shoot. It can shoot diagonally. Hey, that's cheating. I can't shoot diagonally. I don't think Samus figures out diagonal shooting until the next game. Doesn't know all the directions she can point her arm. And right there. This is like the other one in there. Okay. So, next place to go is, since we're in this left shaft, we've already been down for this Metroid. So this is, I think, where we just came back in, this question mark. We like went in and up and back out. I think we're going to go up to the top where there was that little dark tunnel that had a missile upgrade in it. That's what I want to look at next. Okay, maybe we're back? Are we back? I think OBS just crashed, which surprisingly has never happened to me before. But hopefully we're back. I started the recording back up. Hopefully I can stitch these videos together. All right. That kind of makes me scared to click out to the map since that's what crashed it. But whatever. We'll just carry on. The real terror is the technology. Okay, can I shoot this guy when he turns around? Hey, hey, hey. Yes, I can. I'm like slowly regaining health now. Okay, so. We need to watch where we're going. So I'm going straight down, and now I'm out of sight, so it's hard to tell what's happening. Okay, there's the missile. Now we're going horizontally to the right. So let's turn off the spider ball and just roll. Think that they've dropped me down further? Oh, okay, I'm not moving now. What? I don't know exactly how that worked. I don't know how that went. Can I spider back out? I just like waited until it seemed like I stopped moving and then I bombed a bunch. Are we going up? Oh, we're going right? I should be... Okay, if I set bombs, I can kind of sort of tell where I'm moving. So now we're going back left. Nope. Now we're going back right. But there's like a corner. That I'm not getting out of. That's the end of a... Okay, I think this is where we picked up the missile upgrade, so now... We're going back left. I think we generally want to go up. But we're not going anywhere right now. Oh, maybe we got through a wall? There we go. I was scared. I was like, are we just stuck down here now? We can't go anywhere. Alright, so missile upgrade, killed a Metroid. I think it's time to go back and save and recharge health and energy, and then we'll try another Metroid. Right? Now, you know I'm going to go to my hard-won energy recharge location, where we backtracked so far last time, just so we could kill this one Metroid. Just so I can get to this energy recharge. Oh, there's a missile here, too. This is... Well, excuse me a second. This is one of the spots I had marked on my map. Okay, hold on. I mean, it doesn't matter, because I'm right next to the energy recharge place, but... So... Here. See, I think I tried down here last time. Gonna blow me off the ledge, isn't it? It up. Here. Ha 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 ha! Alright, 170. That one stupid little shelf blocked me so many times last time when I was trying to fight this Metroid, and now I can't get past it again. This is silly. There we go. Goodness gracious. Okay, more missiles than ever before. Oh, I shouldn't have broken out of the screw attack. I'm still not in the habit of using it, you know, using it offensively. Okay. Before I save, let me make sure the video is recording. Okay, it looks like it's recording, because I can't go back after I've saved. There we go. Alright. So, now I'm looking at the paper map in front of me that I drew. We want to go all the way up to the top of the cavern and to the right. That's the next place to go. How do I just lose it sometimes, you know? What is the rhythm to it? I need like an audio cue or something. As it is, I'm gonna go slow but steady. Oh man, the escape at the end of this game is gonna require me to do the space jump up a really high vertical climb, and I'm gonna die. Oop. Up there, Samus. I think that might be it to the right there. Not 100%. On my map, it looks like it's further up. Maybe it's all the way at the top. Every time I feel like I've got it, I don't got it. That'll do. I can be good with the morph ball instead. Okay, so of course we've got another one of these. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, there's nowhere to stand. Okay, that was just a couple of hits. I'm sure there's going to be another Metroid in here. I just don't know if it's going to be a Zeta or not. There he is. Oh man, we're going to have to like shoot our way out of here to make room to fight him. At least it's just a gamma. There we go, there we go. No problem, 6 left. Get out of here. Okay, I was hoping for an earthquake. I think that means we're done with this area. I made the whole map. I knew it wasn't going to take long once I got to it, you know. Of course, in retrospect, it feels silly that I spent so much time making the map, but... God, I didn't even lose that much health fighting that guy. I mean, the health recharge point is on our way out, so I'm going to take it anyway. And missiles too, of course. Let's go. And I think that's it. Half looking at the screen, half looking at my map. We got both the missile expansions. Already getting hit. The really amazing thing is that Samus takes no fall damage. Alright, progress is locked in. 6 left. This is the final countdown. We're leaving together. Okay, so hopefully through this room to the right, and then down a long shaft, and then down and right a little bit further, there will be a dry lake bed where there used to be lava. Hopefully. Back to the one song. Not here, I don't think. But here? Okay, I think that there used to be lava here. I think that we're going into new territory now. Yeah, I was going to say we're only 15 minutes into the stream, but I had to restart the stream, so no, we're a little bit further than that. Just like always, we've got a left-right decision. Go left first. Or they just diverge and rejoin? Is that what happened? Okay, yeah, it looks like a pointless decision. Okay. Let's double check before we move on. Was the same thing again? Okay. Same thing again. Little roundabout. Alright, lava, but not enough to be a section to a new area. Just a floor hazard. Right? Okay, so just a horizontal room. We're back to mostly linear. You know, we had a couple of linear areas before that big cavern that we were just in. There were a couple areas where I absolutely did not need a map because they just had 1 or 2 Metroids apiece. It's kind of a long, twisting linear path, though. Okay, lava again just as a floor hazard. No tunnels behind it. Okay, so can go left, can go right. Am I backtracking? I do not know. Okay, so we had a path out to the left and a path up and to the right. We are up and right. I hate that he can hit you so far out when he turns around. His hitbox is too big. How far are we going to go without finding anything? Oh, that was funny. Did you see that? I like landed from the jump, but landed in a crouch because that's all I could fit into that little nook. This kind of feels like a cavern where you could fight a Metroid. Okay, here we go. What kind of Metroid are you? Just an alpha? That was a great fight. Man, I will take an alpha at this stage. 5 left. Oh, there's another molting. Prepared? There's another earthquake. And also this tunnel continues? So there's still an area way back that we haven't gone through. Unless this we just looped around somehow? But we got an earthquake, so I'm thinking just go down, basically. Oh, nope, 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 not here. Now see, this looks like another area where if the lava level recedes, we could continue. Okay, so we came through here and there was lava here. Right? Could use some health now. This also feels familiar. It's possible I'm in a loop now. Yeah, I think I'm just coming back into the Metroid cavern again. Oh no! Oh, very bad. Okay. Oh, this is a new kind. How do I even hit it? Hit it in the head, maybe? Kinda? I can't get ahead of it because it travels faster than me. But then it stops? Hitting it in the back. Or just the head? See, that did a bunch. If I can break out of my screw attack at the right moment to hit him a bunch of times. Hit him, hit him. This is stressful. Hold on a second. Let I'm getting tense and feeling desperate, and I don't want to. I want to stay calm. Those are some good hits. I think I'm hitting him. I think those noises he makes, the... Either that or that's him hitting me. Maybe I haven't done any damage this entire time, but it seems like I am. And it just takes a million missiles. How many missiles did that take? I mean, I was missing him with a lot of them. Holy crap. Okay. So my counter says 4. I already felt like I was lost beneath tunnels. But I'm so low on health and missiles that I feel like I want to backtrack and refill them and save. But I'm not sure if I know how to backtrack. I need to proceed carefully. That was rough. So this would be not backtracking, I'm going forward, but... But at least some of this has to be a loop. Missiles, I'm going to need those at some point too. But this might be where there was lava, but I want to kind of sort of try going up to get back to previous areas. Unless this area is a loop, and that dry bed is where I came in. This feels familiar again. This feels like where I fought the Metroid. Okay, double husk, no Metroid. Right, so I think that was a loop. So now we're going to go down over here. Now that left could be the left that we didn't take. I remember this room or one like it. This is less about getting to full and more about just making sure I have enough health to get back to a save point. But that was an Omega Metroid, I think. I think that's the last kind. I didn't really have a good handle on how to fight him either. I guess hitting him in the back or in the head was how to do it, but you couldn't hit him from below, which is too bad. Kind of what made the alphas so easy is that you could hit them from below really easily. This does feel like the way we came down. Wait, up and to the right, is that where we fought one Metroid? No, this was the false choice, so you can go left or right, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now hopefully we're going back to the tower area at some point here? That little landing where you land in a crouch is such a cool movement detail, and I can't believe they got that. And then missed stuff like, how do you shoot a diagonal? I shouldn't criticize. The movement in this game is so much better than in the first game. Like, they made so many quality of life improvements in this game. This is it! We know where we are. That means we can go heal, and then we can go save. And we'll have locked in progress. Down to 4 Metroids. Alright, let's do it. Don't die. I will absolutely backtrack to refill everything and save. Absolutely. $170. I didn't quite get down to no missiles. I didn't quite get below the threshold of 20 missiles, where I would have run out if I hadn't gotten those missile upgrades, but I'm still glad that we got the missile upgrades just to have them. Rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. Let's go. Whee! Ow. That's it. We got away with it. Okay, 2 more Metroids killed. 4 left. Started with 8. Half an hour later, we're down to 4. 4 Metroids left in the game. Now, I gotta see if I can backtrack my way back to where we have not been yet. Which I think was that doorway to the left. So I think we're gonna, when we go down here, we're gonna try and stay kind of down and left as much as possible. Alright, false choice number 1. False choice number 2. Left. So presumably, I mean, we had an earthquake, so presumably somewhere there's some lava that retreated. I think Metroid 6 is going to start with a exo-hydrographer wondering how the hell the water table on this planet works, that you kill Metroids on the planet and then the water table recedes? How does that work? That's the real next Metroid game we need. Okay, came through here before. Actually, I could use a top-up. Ooh, duck. Okay. Alright, so maybe new territory? Hard to tell. I'm lost. Yeah, I think this is... Ooh. Okay, so water hazard, but no new tunnels going down. We have the one song. The plasma beam does kill stuff in one hit. It really does, which is quite nice. It's not as wide as the Spazer was. The Spazer made it easy to shoot things without aiming much. And with this, you definitely have to aim, but... Alright, pretty sure this is new territory. Somebody with a map open and another tab can laugh at how wrong I am if I am completely lost. Save point? Don't mind if I do. Especially since this is kind of a new song. Gotta check. It's worth checking right now. Alright, I saved, right? Let's save again. The save point is nice, but I don't have an energy or missile recharge here yet either, so... Okay, so it looks like a path off to the right. Nothing else, but let's check the ceiling. Maybe even bomb a little bit. Doesn't seem like anything. Looks like an identical shaft up. Corridor to the right. Corridor to the left up top. So let's go right first. This is a new structure. This kind of looks like the frog eggs area in Norfair, Metroid 1. Now, that looks like a suspicious structure, doesn't it? Nothing? Okay, and go down. Trying to mentally tag all the exits from the rooms. Is there a Metroid in the house? Oh my god, it's getting more complicated. So, oh, that's a spicy floor. So can go right. Can go up, right? So we had a shaft where we could go left or right. We went right. Could have gone down. Now can go right or up. Let's go up. There's another save point. That is surprising to me. Let's check the ceiling in here. Maybe here there's a energy or missile recharge. On you? Nope, apparently not. Okay, well, we're fine for now. Wait, was that a... Yes, looks like a corridor to the right. And a corridor to the left. Nothing at the bottom. Except this guy. Pop him. So, once again, right or left, let's go right. There's going to be a Metroid eventually, right? The dread is kind of getting to me, like... I feel nervous. The music is oppressive. Okay. Probably there's a Metroid in here. Bad water? Or okay water? Okay water. Yeah, of course it's an Omega. Okay. That sounded like a hit. Oh, hit him! Oh, go, 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 go! Did you see how many missiles I got to put into him? Not down yet, but can we do that again? Oh, I will take hits in exchange for that. Look at that! Look at that! That went much better than the previous. Much better. Heck yes. 3. We're down to 3. I am going to backtrack to that save point. Still didn't see a health or missile recharge point, but that fight went so well, I kinda don't need them at the moment. Can't believe I'm even saying that. Alright, so it was up, right? Or was it left? Is this new area? That's new area. Okay, we want to go down and left. You can kind of jump off a damage boost. Like if you fall down the pit, you hit and get the knockback, but then if you're like mashing jump or holding jump, you can jump off the top of the knockback. Which is kind of an odd feeling. No, this is new territory. I must have come in at the top. This is going to have a different Metroid in it, I think. Can I commit to beating another one if there's another one in here? How did I get so turned around so fast? Okay. Let's see if we can do the same thing and get him to the right of a ledge, like this. I like missed my window to stun lock him. There we go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Missile, missile. Two in one go. Look at that. Those guys are easier than the previous ones, I think. The Omegas are easier than the Zetas. Two left. Now, please let me find a save point. I do think it would kind of be fun to go back and map out this entire video game. But, you get so turned around on the maps. I don't know how I'd keep it on one sheet of paper because I immediately run out of paper. Even when I have a good mental picture of what's in the area, they're just so complicated. You can't get it all on one page. It actually, this game in particular would work better as like a big interactive map where you can like click around to navigate rather than like a paper map in a book. Okay, so when I said I didn't think I'd been in this room, I was wrong. This is the room that has the save point at the top of it. Progress locked in. Okay. 4 E-tanks, 80 missiles, 2 Metroids left. I don't think that's enough missiles. Depends, I guess. Did those guys take 25 or 50? Or if even one of the 2 remaining Metroids is not an Omega, I'd have enough. Did I save? Let's save again. I'm feeling paranoid. Okay, so this is where we came into this whole area. I think we've explored this area, I think. We need to go back to some of the quarters that we passed up. We have not gotten another earthquake yet. We have not gone down. Go down. Okay, this is probably where we proceed. This is probably where the lava is hopefully going to recede. Below that odd ceiling structure. Everybody remember where we parked. So there was a tunnel off here. I think this is the one that I did not go down. Okay. Looks like it's going to be a Metroid fight. Lock your Mega Buster. Time to roll. Alright, let's see if we can get him in a loop just like before. Excuse me, you need to like move out a little bit, please? Here's me taking much damage. Oh, no, 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 I missed my chance to catch him. Alright, let's go back and see if we can catch him in the loop. There we go, there we go. Oh, don't run out of missiles. Oh, I was getting scared. Okay, we did it. Give me an earthquake. There's an earthquake. Okay, there's an earthquake. We know where the lava is. Let's save. If I can find my way back to a save point. Which I think was out this way. Am I right? All these ledges look like streusel bars. Yes. I'm getting anxious. But we've got one Metroid left. And also, I didn't find an energy recharge point, so if things go south, if I don't find another energy recharge point and a missile recharge point, we need both, really. I'm probably going to die, come back to this save point, and then we may need to backtrack all the way to the previous area to recharge. We'll see how that goes. But for now, since I just saved, I'll try to press on. Okay. Is the lava level lower? The lava level is lower. You got any enemies I could farm? For some little health pips, maybe? Hope I'm not like running right past a secret tunnel that has an energy recharger. Is this okay water or is this spicy water? Okay. Oh, it's molasses. Can't move through it. Let's... Ooh. Check our corners. It's not sapping my health, is it? It's making a sound effect like it's sapping my health, but I don't think it's sapping my health. Did they forget to implement the spicy molasses? Okay. Oh, look, there I did it. Don't tell me I've got the rhythm now. And here? Okay. Oh, it's a little like trap floor. Dom, look at us. How many Metroids are left? One Metroid left. I'm glad you're here, though. I've been lonely. It's making me nervous being here in the quiet dark all by myself. Yeah, one Metroid left, but I've got 11 missiles in the tank, so if I hit the one Metroid left, we're just gonna die right now. And I'm going... Oh, no! Oh, this is all a pit trap, isn't it? No. I mean, I'm going into new territory now, so it's got to be down here somewhere. Down here or up here? Wait, is this the right area, or did it send me all the way back? It may have sent me all the way back. Yeah, hold on. I came up this way a minute ago. Sometimes I'm a little lost, sometimes I'm a lot lost, sometimes I'm like 60% lost. Right now I'm like 30% lost. I think I kind of know where I am. How do I... There we go. Dom, I drew a beautiful map of the area we were in the last stream, but then one of the times I pulled it up in OBS, it crashed OBS and I had to restart the stream, so I don't want to pull it up anymore, so I can't show you. But I drew another map and it was beautiful. That was a trap. So I guess the safest thing is really just a spider ball everywhere. You just can't spider ball while you're in the molasses. No, not again! Not again at the same place! Go into Morph Ball. Go into Morph Ball, Samus. Oh, we're back out again. What sucks is I'm gonna die and have to do all this again. Okay, so that's fine. Any of them do that. All of the molasses pits send you out back to the beginning. So I need to see if it's possible to like spider ball over the top of them, or if I'm going to have to do perfect space jumps every time. Okay. Maybe we can just go slow and steady. Feel safer on the ceiling than the floor. Alright, so this is where I am glad I'm not a speedrunner. That's right. They haven't really done these kind of movement traps before. Where you don't die, you just get sent back. There we go. And also, this is like copy-pasted. I think we're doing like a whole stack of them. Is that a save point? Okay, hold on. We gotta get to the save point somehow, but where is it safe to land? That looks like solid ground, right? Okay, so now am I gonna save, knowing that I have to go all the way back if I die? Yeah, let's try it. Okay. So I'm really hoping for an energy recharger before we hit any bosses or anything. Oh, I like can't roll up. Hold on. Here. It won't let me spider ball up out of it. So how the heck? Do I have to learn how to space jump with different timing? Yes, I do. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, this is a big cavern. I don't see anything yet. I go up the right side. We did just save, so it's okay. Okay. Yep, let's check the wall. Okay. Those are rechargers! We don't have to go back. Don't have to backtrack all the way again. No more backtracking. One Metroid left and we're full. Let's get off this planet. Okay, I am gonna backtrack and save though. Just to the previous room. Oh, hello. That poor alien bug is like, you are so heavy. Perfect. We have never been in better shape. Full health, full missiles, one Metroid, just saved. Let's go. Of course, I still can't do the space jump. Let's... come on. Alright, so we kind of went up the right side, and there was like a little indentation. And then the recharge point. I wonder if we should check the right indentation, like try bombing it and make sure there wasn't anything there. Like, kind of looked like this. That looks like a pipe over to the right, doesn't it? No, 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 don't drop me. Don't drop... oh, we're falling. Alright. That's okay. Back up again. See, that makes me wonder which of these walls is bombable to let me get into those pipes, those horizontal pipes, you know? Now I don't want to jump off because I'll fall all the way. If we could go like this. Right there. This is maybe our recharge point. Oh no, there are two different new tunnels. So... looks like I can go in it, doesn't it? Oh. There's so many things that look like pipes. This is the right tunnel. Keep spinning, Samus. There's something up there. Hold on. What is that? Like a skull. Oh, it's the head off a Chozo statue. Whoa, that is rad. And this is the arm piece. But it's the ice beam. I do not want the ice beam. Don't make me take the ice beam. Okay, let's just carefully get out of here. Don't accidentally pick it up. I mean, it may turn out that I have to have the ice beam, which would be fine, but for now, I want to stick with the plasma beam. This kind of looks like a bombable area. Yeah, in the first game, it's like the best weapon. I never even picked it up in this game. I'm just rolling with the plasma beam because the manual says it's the best one, but, you know, the manual could lie. Okay, so this is just an ice beam pickup point, I think. So maybe this is our recharge station? This is our recharge station. Okay, that's fine. This is all just for me to bomb that one nook at the top right, but I don't know why, because what else we're going to pick up? More missile upgrades? Like, there's nothing else I need. I'm still bad at space jumps. All right, let's keep going. This is the one we did not go up. It's okay, we just saved. No. What is that? It looks like a Yoshi egg. Oh no. Okay, so some more Metroids were just born, I guess? Yeah. That's right. Oh no. I do, you know what? I need the ice beam. I need the ice beam to fight these Metroids. Because I can't... my missiles even blink off of them. Alright. How do I even get out of here? Lose them in the screen transition. So I really do. I need the ice beam. Alright, alright. I'm not sure we've even fought any regular Metroids in the game. They've all been like Alpha Metroids was the lowest kind. Yes, I need it anyway. Yeah, and it is nice of them to give me this one last shot at the ice beam. Otherwise, it'd be a lot of backtracking. And also, the ruined Chozo statue is so cool. Like, this might be my favorite room in the video game. Because this is so neat. Alright, beam me. Oh, they look like little snowballs. I love how they show you the egg, so they're like, yep, we hatched more. Get ready. Okay, so ice beam at first. Okay, just like before, just like in the first game. You ice beam and then 5 missiles. So, 8. This is the final countdown. Seven. How do I, like, loop out? Get off, get off. There we go. 5. I stand on that? Yes. Why don't I just lay down some covering fire for myself? Dang it. You've got to get him to a place where you can missile him fast. Oh, darn it. Oh no! There, I made one space jump. Yeah, going better than I thought. Alright, there's another earthquake. Back down to 1, so hopefully we've, like, killed all the new hatchlings. Of course, now we've got Ice Beam only. Oh no, they're gonna make me space jump. Alright, here we go. how do I go? Do we go down? Okay. Okay. I can't freeze those. Oh, hitting her in the mouth? Oh, go. That seemed good, right? How did we do that? I'm just kind of tanking hits because I don't know how to avoid them. Oh, there, go. I'm button mashing so fast. How many missiles? Go, 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 go. I'm about to run out. I'm out of missiles. Now what do I do? No. No. I feel like I was doing damage, right? When I was like mashing missiles right into her mouth, it seemed like I was doing damage. Hmm. Alright, so we need to pick up the ice beam again, then go back. Let's kill all the regular Metroids, and then maybe come back and recharge and save. Because probably I didn't get all the missile upgrades in the game, but I think I got a lot, right? Right at the end, I started trying to Morph Ball Bomb her, but I wonder if there's something else we can do with Morph Ball Bombs. Maybe we have to, like, missile her to get her mouth open and then we bomb her? Because that's the only other weapon I've got, really. Because the Ice Beam was not doing anything. And I've got to have the Ice Beam to fight the Metroids on the way in, so... But yeah, we definitely have more missiles that came back and recharged after shooting all the Metroids. Because if there were 8 and they took 5 missiles each, even if I was perfect, that would be 40 missiles. Oh, screw attack is a good idea on the projectiles. I didn't think about that. I think you're right. I kept trying to shoot them. And, like, missiles kind of worked, but you could only shoot, like, 1 out of the 3 of them with missiles before they hit you. So a screw attack on those is a good idea. Yeah, it may be. I mean, I got a lot of missile upgrades in the game. There's the Yoshi egg. Nobody knew that Metroids hatch out of Yoshi eggs. Okay. Oh, one more. So I don't need to worry about missiles too much now if I'm going to backtrack to refill, so I just need to worry about killing Metroid. That's kind of a bad spot, unfortunately. Okay, that works. Okay, one left. There's the earthquake. Now, hopefully nothing has happened, and we're allowed to backtrack. Because they could always pull some shenanigans like they collapse the tunnel behind you so you can't backtrack, or... In which case, I guess we could kill all but 2 Metroids, and then backtrack, then we'd only have 1 to kill on our way back. There's the egg. Whee! Okay, so far so good. Let's go this way and go ahead and recharge. This is Ice Beam. Okay, now we go save. Okay, we are back to 1 Metroid in the game. I guess the other shenanigan they could do is they could respawn another 8 Metroids when we go back to that area. I really hope they don't do. I'm just kind of like expecting the worst at this point. Alright, don't spawn more Metroids. Please don't spawn more. Alright, maybe we're okay? So, we have about 50 more missiles than we did last time. I want to try the screw attack thing when she's shooting projectiles at me. And maybe when her mouth is open, like when I get her into that vulnerable state, instead of continuing to missile, maybe I try and bomb her with the morph ball? Or do I just go all missiles? Alright, here we go. Hey, it worked. Okay, so... Oh, nope, I kind of missed my chance. Yeah, it didn't seem like there was anything I could do exactly. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm losing a lot of health. Alright, let's missile. I'm button mashing so hard. Okay, the screw attack thing worked for sure. Maybe I just needed to wait and try to morph ball bomber when her head was all the way down in the corner. Like, keep missling when it's like halfway down. Yeah. Yeah, and for now, 170 is all the missiles I got. If I have to, like, backtrack to the beginning of the game to try to pick up more missile drops, like, that's gonna be the end of the stream for the night. But I hope it won't come to that. There's gotta be something we can do. Because that time I didn't even get through all my missiles before I died. Yeah. Alright, so this time I'm going to go all missiles. I'm not going to try to do anything with the morph ball. And if we can't get her by just going straight missiles, like if I get to 0 missiles left and she's still not dead, then we'll know that I have to do something with the morph ball bombs, and we'll try to figure that out next run. But as long as we're trying new things. Alright, here we go. I think her screams are getting higher pitched. Is that good? I'm losing too much health. That's it. I think we're dead. Alright. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something I do with the morph ball. There's gotta be like when she reaches out with her mouth open, I go into morph ball, and then she grabs me or something. Because that was every missile I've got. Because I definitely missiled her enough to stun her, like with her mouth open. So maybe if I can get her into that state, instead of unloading missiles, I change into morph ball, and then something. Not sure. She has a long neck. Maybe she, like, eats you. Maybe that's why she opens her mouth. Hey, look, I got back with perfect health. Alright, one more time. Okay, so, there? Hello, let's bomb? That seemed good, maybe? What did I do? I, like, missiled her when her mouth was open. So. No, let me in! Okay, I didn't get all the way into her belly that time. I don't understand why. She doesn't always pick you up. Alright, so swallow me. She, like, wouldn't swallow me all the way. She did that first time, and it seemed like that did the most damage. See, if I don't roll up into her mouth, then she doesn't eat me, so... Bomb, 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 bomb. This isn't it, we're done. Okay. Yeah. So, what did I do different the times that she, like, swallowed me all the way down into her body versus the time she just, like, held me in her mouth? Because I was pressing left. Dude. Bombing in her mouth seemed to hurt her, but not as much. Huh. Alright, so the thing to watch for this time is how I get all the way down into her belly. But we're on to something. This has got to be what you have to do. Okay, so up into her mouth. Can I jump? I kind of like jumped and wiggled my way back in a way that I don't know how to describe. Jump, wiggle. Okay. God, it hurts so much though. You've got to do every other part just right. Eat me, eat me. She didn't quite eat me. You have to jump. When you're in her mouth, you like use the spring ball to jump up a little bit to slide all the way down her throat. Jump, 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 jump. Is that it? It's refilling my health. Look at her, she's melting away. Oh, and it like closed this little patch. Was this like an escape hatch? Could I have like left the fight at any time and I didn't even notice? It like closed that tunnel. Oh, okay, thank you. Hopefully there's not an escape sequence, or if there is, we can do it. Let's go. Oh, this is where the Yoshi egg was. Yoshi! Aww. Aww. I'm gonna name this Metroid Yoshi. Oh, he's my friend now. You know what this is the plot of? This is the plot of Ender's game, where Ender, like, almost annihilates the alien species and then doesn't quite do it. He, like, saves one egg. This is that story. She's gonna save one little baby Metroid. And he eats away these blocks, which is super cool. It's a neat mechanic. You kind of wish they'd had this earlier in the game, because that's super neat. I wonder if the Game Boy couldn't keep up with, like, Samus' sprite, the Metroid sprite, and enemies on the screen. There may have been too many sprites, but this is cool. Oh, is that open sky? I think we're back out on the surface. Where are we going? Not up there. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I don't know whether I need to go right or left. But my ship has got to be out here somewhere, right? There it is. Is this it? Did we make it? Did we make it? Oh my god. We are not going to get the best ending. There's no way. I'm not even sure what the time requirements are. Oh my god, this game was hard. Gunpei Yokoi. Oh man. I'm glad you were here to see it, Dom. I'm so excited about the Metroid series overall, but man, it starts with two games that have not aged very well and are very difficult to play. Not like gameplay-wise hard, like they're not Dark Souls or something, but just the fact that like you don't get any niceties. Like in the first game you can't even save, you don't have missile refills. In the second game you still don't have a map, you've got to like map everything out yourself. And it's just a lot, man. It takes a lot of patience. But it ought to be downhill from here. I'm definitely going to play something else next. But when we come back to Metroid, the next game will be Super Metroid, which will be super nice. That is like the towering classic of the series, and I've never beaten it, I don't think. I think I've played it. A friend of mine had it when I was growing up. I don't think I've ever beaten it. Yeah, I'm excited. Alright, so I'm hoping to see Samus, like, take off her helmet or something. Or give us, like, not the worst ending. 7 hours. Nothing? Still in full armor? That's alright. That's alright. I beat it. You saw it. Oh, I hit the palette button. Yeah, the game is stopped now. Start? A? B? Alright, well, here we are. This is the end. I know. It's a little cringe, especially in the first game. She gets like down to a bikini, and it's like, really great, awesome. All right, well, that's the end of Metroid 2: Return of Samus. We've beaten kind of the two hardest to beat games in the series, so it gets a lot better from here. This game just got added to Nintendo Switch Online to the Game Boy emulator in there. So if you've got Nintendo Switch Online, you can play it. I'm hoping to see some other people play it. I want to watch other people struggle the way I've struggled. Thank you very much, Dom. All right. I will catch everybody next time. We're going to continue the year of the sequel and play another sequel to a game I've played before, and this one is going to be on a gold cartridge. So I'll see you then.